Right now, somewhere in this world, there is someone carrying 10 times your burdens. They have less control, fewer resources, and far heavier scars. Yet, deep within their eyes sits an unyielding quiet, a psychological stillness that no external storm can break. It is not because fate treated them gently. It is because they learned a secret that modern society actively tries to make you forget. Suffering is rarely caused by what happens to you. It is caused by the story your mind creates about it. The Emperor Marcus Aurelius faced plague and betrayal. Seneca faced exile and injustice. Epictetus endured the brutality of slavery. None of them had simple lives, but each built an internal citadel, a sanctuary of daily psychological habits that rendered them immune to despair. These are the 9 Stoic rules to reclaim absolute mastery over your mind. Rule 1. Reclaim the first hour. Every morning, a silent battle takes place inside your brain. If the first thing you touch is your phone, you surrender your mental sovereignty before the day even begins. You flood your mind with reaction, comparison, and anxiety. Before you absorb the noise of the world, sit with yourself in total silence. Ask one question: who will I choose to be today, regardless of what chaos unfolds? Control your dawn, or the world will consume your day. Rule 2. The art of mental surrender. Consider how much energy you burn raging against events that have already happened. A broken contract, a harsh word, a minor delay. The event itself lasted a second, yet your mind replays it for 10 hours. The Stoics mastered a simple mental shift. Whenever hit by misfortune, they stopped asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and instead asked, "What is my next constructive move?" Acceptance is not defeat. It is psychological efficiency. Stop fighting ghosts in the past. Rule 3. The circle of control. Most mental fatigue comes from attempting to manage variables you were never meant to govern. Other people's opinions, unexpected outcomes, and unpredictable futures. Draw a strict boundary around your soul. On the outside lies everything you cannot change. On the inside lies only your effort, your response, and your principles. Pour everything into what sits inside your circle, and treat everything outside it as indifferent noise. Rule 4. The evening audit. An unexamined mind is a mind destined to repeat its own suffering. Every night before darkness takes you, hold a quiet courtroom inside your head. Ask yourself without self-loathing or false pride: where did I lose my composure today? Where did I act with courage? What will I refine tomorrow? Self-awareness is the antidote to living on emotional autopilot. Rule 5. Voluntary premeditation. The reason unexpected bad news devastates most people is not the event itself. It is the element of surprise. The Stoic mind practices the intentional anticipation of adversity. Remind yourself each morning that you will meet difficult personalities, unexpected setbacks, and sudden obstacles. When you mentally welcome the storm before it arrives, reality can never shock you out of your peace. Rule 6. Embrace small discomforts. Comfort is a subtle trap. When your life becomes too soft, even the smallest inconvenience begins to feel like tragedy. Seneca, despite his wealth, would periodically live on sparse bread and harsh garments to remind himself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Seek small, intentional discomforts daily, whether cold exposure, physical exertion, or fasting from trivial pleasures. Fortify your mind today so it does not collapse under hardship tomorrow. Rule 7. Filter your mental intake. Your mind becomes the exact shape of what you feed it. If your daily diet consists of outrage, sensational news, and superficial media, do not wonder why your baseline state is anxiety. Protect your mind as fiercely as you would protect your body from poison. Spend time each day drinking from timeless wisdom, books and thoughts that build character rather than feed distraction. Rule 8. Precise gratitude. Generic gratitude changes nothing. True. Psychological rewiring happens when you train your eye to notice granular truth. Do not merely say you are grateful for life. Pinpoint the exact warmth of your morning coffee, the specific patience shown by a friend, or the simple fact that your lungs expand without effort. When gratitude becomes precise, your brain stops searching for missing pieces. Rule 9. Remember the end. The ultimate psychological awakening comes from facing your mortality. One day, your heart will beat its final pulse. Your worries, your status, your pride, and your anxieties will vanish into complete silence. Remembering that your time is finite is not morbid. It is liberating. It strips away every trivial conflict and forces you to live this single day with absolute intention and stillness. You do not need to rewrite your entire life tonight. Choose just one of these psychological habits. Practice it fiercely for 7 days. Notice how quietly your inner storm begins to settle. If this message brought clarity to your journey, subscribe and walk this path with us. Tell me in the comments below, which of these 9 habits will you practice today? UVE heard the rule. Now live it. This is not entertainment. This is your psychological toolkit. The crowd talks. The disciplined build. Join the circle.